Hello, I created a scripting system and I'm going to demonstrate to you how it works. In the main game loop right here, I have this 2 lines of code, which basically means if I press F, it creates a new engine project called test project with the name test script. So if we run the engine, and before I create it, this is the documents folder. As you can see, it doesn't contain anything other than dependencies in this random project called project name. If we go back and press F, you can see it creates that scripts, test project, test script, and then it has predefined data. So if I go over here, and you can see this is the script. Start, update, fixed, update, late, update, and stop. They're pretty self-explanatory other than fixed update and late update. Fixed update updates it at 60 times per second, like a tech system. Late update it updates after everything has been rendered, which is useful for some things. So I'm just gonna make a quick script. So this quick script right here means on start, when the script starts, so I don't have any editor or play time yet for the engine, so it just starts the script when the engine starts. I'll close the engine. And basically what happens is when it starts, it logs I started, and then if I press the left mouse button, it'll take the components transform and take its scale and add it by 30 per second. And I could do another thing here. Okay, so with this, it checks if I press B or N, and if B is pressed, then it'll take the engine's window, which is the main window, and then it'll set it to full screen, and if N is pressed, then it sets it to false. And the only thing that you have to do is just compile it. You can see it compiles it. And then normally this would happen during the engine's runtime, but that doesn't really happen because I don't have an editor set up yet. So the script is named test script, and because there is no editor, I have to assign it in code right now. And because it's added to the Peter game object, whenever I press the left mouse button, Peter's scale will increase. So if I press left mouse, you can see it increases. And if I press B, full screen. And if I press N, unfull screen. Now I'll show you how it works briefly. Okay, so this is a very oversimplified version of it. When you create a project in the engine, it goes through this part right here, which is just this. It reads a template that I have, then it creates the necessary data, adds a script, and opens Visual Studio. And then that leaves you right here. Because of the settings, it automatically copies the DLL file over to the engine, which links it back up during runtime. But to actually read it during runtime, I have this magical function right here. It takes it in, finds this register script, and this little piece right here automatically registers the script by returning new pointer allocated version of itself. And what you can do is you can actually search for that function, and because it's an extern, it can find it, and then it'll actually store the function, and when we want to create it, it'll call that function and create a new version of that script, which in turn leaves you with this.